way that we endorse it. But you haven't said that. You passed the buck. Anyhow, let me bring in Dr. Ranganathan. 1 second. Let me bring in Dr. Ranganathan and Mr. Owaisi's representative on the show also, Waris Pathan. Yes, Dr. Ranganathan.
Yeah, thanks, Rahul. I have to say that I'm very impressed by both the BJP and the Samajwadi Party spokesperson. They've been exceptionally forthright in their views. And both of them, this is a wonderful discussion because both of them have actually laid out 3 or 4 facts, irrefutable. What Dr. Sudhanshuji said is irrefutable. Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav did make all those statements. But what the SP spokesperson said is also true, that all the schemes that the SP had, of course, there was corruption and there was loot and the policemen were scared, there was law and order, all those problems were there. But the fact of the matter is that both governments did implement their schemes for everyone, irrespective of the religious community. If BJP can deny that fact, then it has to come up with facts. Now, there is a confusion. Now, there are 2 issues here. Now, the second one is a little philosophical one, so I'll just give me a minute. But before that, there is a confusion because on 8th August, Yogi Adityanath actually referred to Mulayam Singh Yadav as Abbajan. And his son took great umbrage to that and said, no, you shouldn't say Abbajan for God knows what reason. It's a perfectly respectable term. So I'm not very sure if what he said yesterday was, referring to or in context to Mulayam Singh Yadav, that those who listened to Mulayam Singh Yadav were given preferential treatment. So there is a confusion there. Maybe that will be cleared out. I don't know. But let me turn now very quickly, Rahul, because I think, your viewers need to know this. When you talked about polarization, the Muslim-Hindu binary, I have to ask this. I think we are way past the state of being politically correct. When we talk of bigotry, when we talk of dog whistle, I want to ask you, if a holy book reiterates that Hindus or polytheists are the worst of creatures, that let them roast in hell, do not marry them, I ask you, is that bigotry? Is that polarization? Is that dog whistle? What else do you want? Religious is the biggest mainstreaming of hate. When we do that, when we talk about that all the time. So this is what I mean. Just 30 seconds, Rahul. I get this all the time mostly from leftist dunderheads and religious fanatics, to be honest. The moment they lose an argument, why are you talking of religion all the time? Why all this Hindu-Muslim talk all the time? They say this the moment I talk of the religion.
मैं reconnect कर रहा हूँ, मैं कुछ problem है, reconnect कर रहा हूँ.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dr. Ranganathan. We can hear you. Go ahead. Yes.
Oh, right. Yes. So they never tire exposing the ills of Hinduism. They want to burn the Vedas and the Smritis. They want people to reject Hinduism, leave its fold. But the moment you talk of Islam, the moment you quote the holy verses, unpalatable to them. The moment you redress the balance, the moment you're objective, they begin jumping like crabs on a hot pan saying, don't talk of religion, don't divide Hindu-Muslim. I mean, someone tell these hammerheads that religion must be talked about, not just some of the time, but all the time, because it is the great disruptor. It is the one that has destroyed this world. It has led to illogic and irrationality and murder and terror. It is the longest running dictatorial regime that has subjugated billions and ordered and extracted unspeakable crimes from them. And yet you don't want atheists to expose its ills. Why? Because you're scared and embarrassed by it? You are embarrassed that science has exposed all what you thought was real and the truth as fantasy and a lie? You are embarrassed that despite this, you still follow religion? And your embarrassment has turned into hate for those who try and expose religion for what it is. But you don't mind rationalists who expose the falsehoods and superstitions of Hinduism. You hail them. But the moment a rationalist exposes the falsehoods of Islam, you call him a bigot. Itna dar kyun? Let people be polarized. Let them know the truth.
Okay. Let me bring in Mr. Waris Pathan. Mr. Pathan, Owaisi Saab on 8th of September said 19% Muslims and 9% Yadavs. But CM will always be Yadav. Muslims will not even get the job of a PN in Uttar Pradesh. Now, sir, why are you raising religion on the stump? Now, imagine had Yogi Adityanath said 15% Brahmins and 9% Yadavs. But CM will always be Yadav. Brahmins will not even get the job of a PN in Uttar Pradesh. You would have said that, look, he's a Hindu supremacist. He is being casteist. And he is suggesting that the Yadavs are not deserving of the chief minister's post. You would have said that this is Brahminical terrorism. You would have said that this is a Sanskritization of the discourse. all sorts of nasty things would have been said. Now I'm asking you, sir, today, like a contrite student, you are sitting, sir, smiling, but I want to ask you, what will you say about Mr. Owaisi's bite? अब आप मुझे बताइए सर, आप किस मुंह से आज योगी आदित्यनाथ को अटैक करेंगे?
First and foremost, see, Yogi Adityanath has totally failed as the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. Yogi has taken the oath of the constitution and has become CM, and now he is using such kind of phrases. Abba Jan, tomorrow he will say Dada Jan, Bhai Jan, Khala Jan. Earlier it was Shamshan and Kabristan. What makes him use such phrases? Because he does not have anything to speak rather than these words, as he has totally failed in development. In the last 5 years, had Yogi done any better work of development for the betterment of UP, he would not have shown the photographs
Now,
of
10
US.
seconds.
He would not have used the photographs for his advertisement purposes from West Bengal. He would have shown his work, but he could not. What even today, what we are learning from your channels itself, that children are dying in Faridabad because of this dengue and fever.
नहीं सर, आपने मेरी जवाब नहीं दिया. We are talking about communalization and the role of religion in politics.
Now I am coming to that.
I'm asking you, sir.
Who is trying to communalize?
I'm asking you.
Is this not polarizing?
No.
Whose appeasement is he talking about?
What are you appeasing?
Whose appeasement is he talking about?
You were
Appeasement of
appeasing
Muslims,
Muslims.
I will tell you
recently.
the draw.
Allow me. Meme and Bhim की बात करते हैं.
I think I was expecting the same courtesy from from you.
Please
which you showed it to Anand Ranganathan
yes,
and
please
to
go ahead, sir.
my
Please
friend Sudhanshu Trivedi. Kindly show me the same courtesy.
Please
so
go
I may
ahead.
be coming from a very small party, but let me be given an opportunity to speak my mind out.
Please go ahead.
Whose appeasement is he talking about? Appeasement of the Muslims. Even today the dropout rate of Muslim is the highest in UP. Rahul, no schools and colleges in the Muslim areas. This is the fact. I will also inform you, Rahul, in 2017, the Pradhan Mantri Ayush Yojana for the rural development.
So I want to ask you a simple question. I've run out of time, sir. I've run out of time.
And how many homes?
Varis bhai,